I'm seeing a lot of people that are really, really broken right now. And it's sad to see how broken people are right now, how tired they are right now, how they have nothing else to give. And let me explain why. It took me going through my own healing and recovery to come to this following realization that was hard for me to swallow. You are being a godly person, but you're doing it the wrong way for the wrong reasons for the wrong people. You're lowering yourself to build other people up, and you're not supposed to do that. It's not about everybody else's dreams, it's about yours. As parents, what I learned having a child with autism, it's not about teaching them about just working. It's about teaching people how to make the right decisions and still keep your morals, your values, your principles, your ethics, critical thinking, common sense, and common judgment, and thinking about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and then thinking about the pros and cons, and then consequences, repercussions, and karma. It's also about researching and verifying if you should be doing this in the first place. We've been raised to go to school, go to work, come home, cook and clean. Our money does not go to us. It goes straight into somebody else's pocket, whether it's your rent, your electric bill, your water bill, your gas bill, your cable bill, clothes, shoes, whatever it is that you need, but then also what you want. And so, with the society that we have, you can't even get free health care. You're not getting any relief. And let me explain why you're not getting any relief. You're not getting any relief because if you get any relief, that's less money that goes in their pocket. If you keep what you have until it's no longer no good, then they don't make money. So they have to make you always want to upgrade and always wanting to be James Scott Farron. I want what I want and I want it now. But you're not understanding everything that come with that. So the young lady that said that her nervous system was breaking down because of her anxiety being so high, the woman I just seen that was crying because she said, I work 9 to 5 and I have to come home and I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I still gotta pay bills in my house. There's just no relief. And there isn't, and there never will be in this society until you make your own money. The only way you're going to have relief is if you become a billionaire. Because the only thing that billionaires honestly do is make decisions. That's it. They make decisions. They make sure their companies run functionally. And really, when it comes to jobs, it's not even supposed to be people working the rest of their life. It's supposed to be people learning how to build a skill to build something that is of their own. In other words, creating something that is of your own. You're not supposed to be working the rest of your life, but that ain't what they tell you. And as somebody that had the rug pulled from up under me so many times when it comes to jobs, it is not about keeping employees because of their talent. No, it's just about picking the people you like more so than it being about you actually having someone that it actually can do the job and longevity. Because every time I turn around, as many applications as I have gotten where they've told me we want another candidate, and then a month later that place is still on Indeed or something like that. That's why I don't even pay it no mind, to be honest. I just don't. I don't pay it no mind at all. So when people tell me, do you even pay it any attention? Not really. I don't even care no more. So at the end of the day, what I would say to anybody is, it's not that life is hard. It's the society that makes it hard. Life ain't hard. It ain't. Life is what you make it and with whom you make it with. But a lot of us have followed society standards and not God standards. And living the way that God wants you to live. It's just like God led me to coaching, God led me to podcasting, God led me to selling jewelry, God led me to motivational speaking, and God is leading me to write a book. And I'm not letting nobody, and I do mean nobody, stop me from enjoying life. So now it's about, okay, let me go ahead on and build something to where I don't have to work no more, only work a few hours, enjoy the rest of my day, and be able to live my life. How can I do that? Coaching. When you build something that is of your own, not only are you building it for legacy purpose, not only are you doing it to pass it down to your children, not only are you building it because they get, generational wealth and residual income, but also you doing it because now you can get up and go anywhere around the world you want to. It's just like when I see all these people who are travel agents, they're now at a place where they're making enough money to where they can just get up and go on a boat anytime they want to, show their followers and show the people that they're going to be helping as far as travel agencies, these boats, these new places, things like that. That's where I'm trying to be. So find something that makes you money where you are not spending 8 hours a day in a office or working, where you're going to be able to do something you love that you get 100% of your profits. And let me explain what I mean by that. You pay your taxes and you pay your employees, but you are able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Not only that, your employees now become something else. Let me tell you how I choose to build my business and brand. Do I want people to work for me? Eventually. But what I also want them to do is have something that is of their own. I want us to all work together. I want to build something where every single part of coaching is covered. And I have people that is making their own money, and we all work together, meaning that we all do webinars, seminars, retreats together, and they still make their own money. And we still help each other out. We still benefit each other. I don't want to hold nobody back from their greatness. And the problem is, a lot of people, that's what they want to do. They want to hold people from what they really want to do. Because you working a regular 9-to-5 job. You are not doing what you're loving. You're doing to be able to pay the bills. My ears itching. You're doing what you need to do to pay the bills. You're doing what you need to do because it's expected of you. You're doing what you do to survive. But what would happen if kids actually stayed with their parents the rest of their life till their parents passed away? Then what? If kids only had to work part-time, would they still be able to live their lives? Yes, because they stayed with their parents and they were able to, come and go as they please, not date, not do none of that. Would people be happier? Probably more than likely. I think people are realizing they should have stayed at home a little bit longer. And there are some parents that said you didn't have to move out. All you had to do was work and help with the bills, and you can still travel. So again, the point of learning something is to build something that is of your own, not working for somebody else till you turn 65 years old. That ain't how that works. But it took me 51 years to get to that place. But when I was sick and I was out of work for 3 years, honey, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it. When I was at home and sick, I ain't gonna lie, I was able to come and go as I pleased, and I enjoyed it. But I still ended up getting up early because I was just used to getting up early. But even still, to be able to stay in bed and get up when I want to, yeah, I appreciated it. I did appreciate just being at home. I appreciate that I was able to get up and still go cruising and still enjoy my life. So I do understand why people don't want to get off Section 8. I do understand why people stay on the system. I get it. I understand. Trust me. I do. Because there are people on the system now. They have good jobs. They're still on the system. But they save a bunch of money. So again, I understand everybody's point of view. I do. And all of these people that are going through rough and difficult times, I get it. But now you got to figure out now, how are you going to build something and you don't have to work a regular 9-to-5 job? Sometimes you got to go against the grain. And that's where faith comes in. With that being said,